The crowd rises for the national anthem of Sweden. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So we're up and running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Anthony Elanga is a player who's learning the game for me, Peter. He produces moments of magic, but he also produces mistakes, which is often associated with a player so young. He left Sweden at an extremely young age. I think he was 12 when he moved to Manchester, but he's progressed through the age groups and he's making his mark now at the top level. He just needs consistency to be added.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So who's he picking out? That is lovely. Gakpo, there's the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Isak. Out to the right. So what can they make of this? He is through here. Played in with purpose. Cleared away. There are a few waiting for it. Isak. Elanga. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Van Dijk. Reinders. Gakpo. He's making a real surge on the left. Gakpo. Goodmanson. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Aim forwards. Timber. Marlen. Timber. Gravenberg. Timber. And here's Marlen. And it's Timber. Ake. Ake, gently done. Gakpo, and that's aimed into the middle. Clears it away. The Netherlands have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's De Jong. De Jong knocks it out wide. And here's De Jong. Ake. And here's Gakpo. Ake. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Lovely feet. De Jong. Van Dijk. De Jong. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Reinders. De Jong. Memphis Depay. Gravenberg. Takes the shot! Isak. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Isak. Great defending, strong and determined. Goodmanson. In it comes. And Dijk can get it clear. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Gakpo. He's got away. And that was very necessary. And here's Gakpo. That has been knocked clear. Gravenberg. Gravenberg!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Elanga. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards.
Sweden look very much like they've set themselves up to absorb here. It's going to be difficult to try and find space between the lines.
Ake. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Reinders. And here's Depay. Memphis Depay, spread out to the left. Ake picks it up now. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball has another goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Was a full-blooded header.
Well, he eluded any potential markers with a nicely timed run and header, and he very nearly made it count. Sweden, well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defence, isn't it?
Gravenberg. And it's Timber. And here's Depay. Ake. That's very neat. De Jong. Defending of the desperate variety. Marlon tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Reinders actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Played into the middle. It's a clearance, but not much of one. He's in a great position. Gakpo. Ake. Lovely bit of skill. Can he deliver? He's having a shot! Goal! The Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead.
Reinders just did brilliantly to get that under control before what was a really good finish for me too. He made it all look so effortless as well.
The Netherlands gain their reward with an early goal. Elanga. Van der Ven makes the interception. Gakpo. The Netherlands are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Ake. And here's Gakpo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isak. Van der Ven does really well to win the ball there. And it's De Jong. Now it's Memphis Depay. De Jong. De Jong stood his ground strongly. Gravenberg, oh, good spread. Very nicely done. De Jong, and here's Gravenberg. Chance to shoot! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Elanga. Oh, he's found support out wide. Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Wins the duel this time. Goodmanson. Isak, played out to the right. Elanga, Elanga! That's going to go a long way. And the finish! Deftly away. Elanga. Isak, it's a delicate pass. Cross goes in there. Lindelof. Isak. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Sweden have a free kick. And it's played forward. Marlen. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Gravenberg, over to the left. And that's put paid to a promising move. Moved on forwards. Ake. Gravenberg. Timber. Van Dijk. Reinders. Gakpo looks to get on the end of this. Isak. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Marlen. And it's Reinders. Reinders played out towards the right wing. And here's De Jong. It's a loose ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive, and it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Gravenberg. Timber. Gravenberg. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Sweden clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lindelof. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle. There's the shot! And it's hoisted clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Can he latch on to this? He hits it! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
Well, the hold-up play as that move was being constructed was important for the runners, and more really should have been made of it.
And it's been taken short. Crunching tackle. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gakpo, aim forwards. Keeper's got good distance on that. Gravenberg, Van der Ven, forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. And here's Depay. And it's De Jong. Gravenberg, probing pass. Lindelof can get it clear. De Jong. Now who's going to be first to this? Now what about a counter-attack? Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Isak. Out to the right. Elanga. Elanga. Looking to go deep. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Half an hour played now. That's tidy. Isak. Oh, good spread. Elanga. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's in! Shot a goal! Van der Ven attempts a clearance. Reinders. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Ake. Gravenberg. And he's got his range wrong there. Elanga. Elanga. And that has put paid to that. And it's Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay. Gakpo. Played with finesse. Can he get onto this? Lindelof. Quality ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Reinders does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Over to the left. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Reinders. Gakpo. And he's on a charge. Fired deep towards the back post. Cleared away. Lindelof. That's a sharp pass. Timber. Reinders. The Netherlands, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Ake. He's cut it out. Goodmanson. Isak. Hefty challenge, but shooting chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Reinders. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Isak. He's found a way through. Elanga. A lot of space ahead of him. Verbruggen breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Ake forwards and with intent. Reinders aim forwards. Memphis Depay spread out to the left, and it's Reinders. Reinders did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to dink it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Marlon. Gravenberg. Marlen. De Jong. Memphis Depay. Aim forwards. Half-time getting close now. Isak, played out to the right. And here's Isak. Elanga. Showing good feet. Looks to the other side. Spread out to the left. And that has been clubbed away. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Van Dijk. Reinders. Gakpo. Reinders. Isak. And he goes cross-field. Well read, nice interception. Timber. Marlen. That's a cute ball. He can get that clear. And here comes the corner. Timber goes short. And here's De Jong. De Jong. Great challenge, time to perfection. Ake, who's set up one goal so far. Back into the middle. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. De Jong. Reinders. And it's Reinders. Over to the left. Ake looking to hit the byline here. Lindelof. That's been drilled forward. He's going to be disappointed with that. Memphis Depay. De Jong. And here's Depay. Gakpo. Reinders. Reinders. Now it's De Jong. Marlen. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
The Netherlands head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the action is back on the way.
The Netherlands really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Goodmanson. In with the challenge. Memphis Depay. Marlen. Timber. And it's Timber. Well, played right into his path. And he's heaved it away. And here's De Jong. Chance for a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Van de Ven. De Jong, out to the right. Timber's cross. He's dealt with that well. And it's played forward. Gakpo, no. Again, there's no way through. Can he finish? Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Done delicately. That's really well cleared. Played out wide. And he shoots! Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he is going into that little black book. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Lindelof. Goodmanson. Lindelof. Short changes him with that pass. Timber. Reinders. Now it's Memphis Depay. Marlen. Timber. Now here's the delivery.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Driven forward. Isak is onto it in a flash. Reinders. De Jong. And here's Depay. Malen. And it's Timber. Oh, that's neat. Clipped into space. Another chance from a corner. They've played it short. Muscular approach does pay off here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Elanga. Nice control. Dealt with nicely by the defence. De Jong cuts out the pass. Reinders. Gakpo. And it's De Jong. And here's Depay. Ball's played through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Van de Ven. Timber. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's lofted through here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. De Jong. Gakpo. Gakpo. Ake.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Goodmanson. And here's Malen. Malen! Cross to the back post. Goodmanson. Has a quick glance. He's in space and looking for options. Up he goes! And the ball's come loose here. De Jong. Malen. And it's Memphis Depay. Out to the left it goes. Gakpo. He has found a way through. Serves up across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Goodmanson. Isak. Spread out to the left. No foul, says the referee. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van de Ven forwards and with intent. Reinders. Van de Ven. Timber. Gravenberg. Van de Ven. Played towards the other side. Elanga. Oh, that's a nice ball. Chance! He's very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Tito. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Gakpo. Over to the left. Can he latch on to this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Gakpo. Applies the finish!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Goodmanson. Lindelof, early ball out from the back. Marlen. Played into space. De Jong looking to run onto it. There's no flag. Hit into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. That's really well manoeuvred. That has been cut short. Van de Ven. De Jong. Gakpo. Ake. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's run loose here. Played back in. Reinders. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Goodmanson. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Played in deep. And that is not finding anyone. Lindelof shifted upfield. Goodmanson. Now it's Isak. Gets it away. Through. Gakpo. That has found him in acres of space. That's good play. Ake with the cross. He is just caressing the ball. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Lindelof gets it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now the breakaway. That's been slipped through. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. Aim forwards. Out towards the flank. Gakpo. Reinders. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Ake. He's shifting through the gears here. Does really well to win the ball there. Gakpo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And they can counter here. Elanga. Lofted upfield, and he cuts out the supply. Gakpo. Ake. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Reinders. It's a throw-in. Oh, good spread. Elanga. Oh, nice touch. Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Van de Ven attempts a clearance. He whips it across. Van de Ven can get it clear. Crossed it again. Van de Ven attempts a clearance. Chance to play it in. Oh, such a clever touch. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's De Jong. Ake. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Gravenberg. De Jong. Marlon has it out wide and in space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's been taken short. Marlon. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. There will be a throw-in. Great defending, strong and determined. Lindelof moved on forwards. Memphis Depay. Marlon. Lobbed in behind. Marlon. That's a little off target. Goodmanson. Lindelof. That's good play. Reinders producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Memphis Depay. Timber. Timber, gently done. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played towards the other side. Goodmanson. Lindelof. And that's a throw. Isak. Isak! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Gakpo chasing after it. Now that's well seen too. And it's played forward. Goodmanson. And here's Isak. Out to the left it goes. That is lovely. Looking for a decent ball in. And here's Isak. Goes for a shot! And it's Memphis Depay. Now it's Marlon. Timber. De Jong. Memphis Depay. Gakpo. De Jong. Spread out to the left. Cross in. Defending of the desperate variety. Caught Reed. Ake with the cross. And he's there to clear it. Elanga. That's really well manoeuvred. Timber gets across to intercept that. De Jong, leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. And here's Gakpo. Oh, nice touch. De Jong. Ake. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Played out to the right. Elanga. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. Chance to shoot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Van Dijk. Van der Beek. Marlon. Timber. Marlon. Memphis Depay. Wins the duel this time. Aim forwards. Elanga. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. No, that's too long. proves too strong. Gakpo. Van Dijk. Van der Ven. Moved on forwards. And it's Timber. Marlon providing an outlet on that flank. De Jong. There are a few waiting for it. Nice physical challenge. Cleared without complication. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's Memphis Depay! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
The Netherlands find a position of real strength now. Lindelof. Goodmanson. Lindelof, gently done. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's really well manoeuvred. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. And here's Gakpo. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Out to the right. And he has been fouled there. Elanga. Timber attempts a clearance. He's having a shot! Isak. That's tidy. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Isak! And again! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Gravenberg. Does really well to win the ball there. De Jong. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Calmly anticipates. Ake. Reinders. Gravenberg. Van der Ven. Reinders. Reinders shifted upfield. Gakpo. And he's managed to get free. Goodmanson. And that will be the final act. The Netherlands looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think it comes down to one thing, Peter, the team's ability to dominate the flanks, and once they had that control established in those areas, they were off. This is a performance that hasn't just got my approval. Listen.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.